Is it important for the Broncos to go 4-0 in the preseason? They're 3-0 right now. Does it matter?
When Peyton Manning was with Indianapolis, they generally would go 0-4 because their backup quarterbacks were so bad. I think there's something to going 4-0. It gives you I know they haven't played that well offensively, but I think that it gives you a feeling as a player that, oh, you know, we've come out of the exhibition season, or as you call it, because you're...
I'm a lackey for the NFL.
What do you call it?
The preseason.
The exhibition season
is what everybody but you calls
over.
it.
Well, yeah, but I don't call the stadium over there by its name either. Because I have my rights, I have my opinions. There's freedom of speech in this country. And I think whatever point I've reached in life is because I stand up for what's right.
Oh.
I don't stand up.
So
I don't sit down as a lackey.
Let me interpret for everybody.
As a footstool for the NFL.
And I'm not, what you're saying.
That's a nice...
okay.
We can wait till the next guest.
I can live with that. I can live with that.
Okay.
I'm going to throw some numbers at you, okay?
Oh, that's what I was afraid of.
No, well, I mean, you got to back up the argument somehow, right?
Well, I back it up with...
I'm with you. I'm with you. You know, winning games in the preseason helps with confidence. There's no doubt about it. No doubt about it. And you would rather win than lose. That's what sports is about. That's what competition is about. So I hear you. I hear you on that. However, the preseason record, good or bad, is not necessarily a predictor or an indicator of how you're going to play during the regular season. As you said, the Indianapolis Colts went 0-4 all the time. Broncos have had lousy preseasons and gone on to get to the Super Bowl. Here's the stat I'm going to throw at you, okay?
I'm waiting.
In the last 10 years, breathlessly,
I thought you'd never get
in the last 10 years, 18 teams have gone unbeaten in the preseason. During the regular season, those 18 teams went for a combined 130 and 158 record. But
wow.
Here's the best one. Here's the best one.
What a great stat that was.
Here's the best one. In 2008, the Detroit Lions went undefeated in the preseason. You know what their regular season record was? 2008 Detroit Lions.
I have a sliced idea.
Yes, you do.
0-16.
That's right. They were 0-16. So 4-0, sure, that's great, that's fun, it's wonderful, but it doesn't mean anything.
Well, do you have the stats on how many teams in the history of the NFL since the Super Bowl period started? I'm sure you got it there somewhere.
No, I don't.
Have gone undefeated and won the Super Bowl.
I don't. Do you know?
Yeah, Miami Dolphins, 1972. That's the only.
Okay. All right. I was mishearing you.
You just aren't that sharp.
Yeah, that could be the case too. Yeah.
A little slow on it, but yes, there's only been one undefeated team. So what you're saying to me with your silly stats is that it doesn't matter. But if you go undefeated in the regular season, it would matter. Am I interpreting that correctly?
Sure. If you want to look at it that way, yeah, that's fine.
Well, which part of that didn't you understand?
I just don't want to talk about it anymore.
Oh, well, excuse me, Mr. Big Stuff.
Let's move on to something more important. Yeah, that's them.
Who started the paper bag?
Oh, was it New Orleans?
What they call themselves?
The Aints.
The Aints.
Yeah.
And Peyton Manning talks about, Archie talks about the fact that when he was playing, Archie Manning was playing for the, that's when it started. When Peyton's father and Eli's father was playing for the Saints, they put the Aints bag on, and Peyton was a kid, as you might imagine, with Eli and Cooper, the older brother, and Archie looked up in the stands, and his two youngest sons were wearing paper bags.
No. Seriously?
And he went,
really?
Yeah. So after the game, he says, son, Peyton, or his mother called him Petey Pie, Peyton, why are you wearing the paper bag? And he said, I don't know. And he asked Eli, and he said, well, I did it because Peyton did it. Because the little kid is going to go along with the bigger kid.
Peyton probably had to find an extra large bag, didn't he?
I doubt it when he was 10, 9 years old.
You don't think?
No.
We need to get a, can we find a picture of Peyton as a young man?
I'll find
I want to see if he had the big head at the time and the big forehead.
There's Archie.
Yeah, with the broken arm.
Yeah, and one eye closed and a left eye infection.
Yeah, and his son is sitting up there behind him in the fourth row.
With a bag on his head.
Wearing an Aints bag.